foreign brands sell more. Why? We're the first prebiotic soda here in the region, low in calories. I've always had this entrepreneurial mindset, right? I'm not the type to drink sodas. When you get an idea, you should not go for the trade license directly.
How did you know how much you're gonna spend on it?
UAE has the highest orders of groceries online in the world. I'm in my 20s. It's really not about myself. It's about providing for your family, for your future wife.
How did you decide the taste and the recipe?
It's tricky. It's not about the taste, but also the recipe, the ingredients. I wanted to move as fast as possible. More than 100 people tried the product. Their success is our success.
How did you choose the packaging?
It was very, very tough. Maybe took also like 8 months. We wanted something that's all natural. We want to say we have personality.
What trade license did you get for this?
And it's very important to be curious and ask.
It's vanilla, vanilla. Hi everyone, welcome back to Rabia Unpacks Dubai. Today I'm joined by Walid, the CEO and founder of Hala Pop, a new beverage entering UAE market. And today we're gonna talk about the business journey, the challenges he faced, and everything related to launching a new business in Dubai. Hi Walid, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Rabiano. Thank you very, very much for having me. I'm very excited. You're one of our first consumers.
Yes, so my favorite one is this vanilla strawberry, strawberry vanilla. And tell us please more about these drinks now before we start our questions.
Of course, of course. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. You like strawberry vanilla, which is, one of the flavors that our users are really, really liking, because it has this candyish flavor and it has this vanilla flavor as well. I'm happy you tried them and that you liked it. What did you think of the ginger lemon?
It's very fresh. It's very good when, especially in Dubai, when you're walking outside in the summer, for example, it's refreshing
Yeah.
somehow. And if it's very cold, it will be super as a mojito,
Yeah.
replacing it. So it's amazing.
No, thank that.
I thought it will be very sore,
Yeah.
but it was not. It was fine.
Okay, it was fine. So that's the thing, right? What we're doing at Hala Pop, first of all, it's a prebiotic soda. So a prebiotic soda, it's a soda that's healthy for you, right? What we have is 6 grams of fiber in every single can. Some of the flavors, ginger, lemon, and tangerine, are high in vitamin C. Low in calories, only 29 calories. No added sugar. And it's also no preservatives, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners. So it's an all natural, better for you, gut healthy soda. So that's what Hala Pop
No
is.
sugar, but it's super nice.
No added sugar. So we
Okay.
have 15% juice content.
Okay.
Juice content. So the juice
Okay.
content comes from grape. It also comes from apple, right? Yes.
Okay.
Lemon. These are the different sources of juice content that we added to give it this sweetness. And fruit juice is good. It's
That's
healthy
very
for
nice.
you.
And which one is your favorite?
My favorite is pomegranate hibiscus. I love it. And since I'm with you, I don't mind if I drink one. Do you
Sure,
mind?
go ahead.
I'll take one. I'll do the cute ASMR you did. I'm not as good as you. And by the way, before I open it, these are the trial batches. You're one of our first consumers. That's why it's white and white. It should be red.
Okay.
So because the first trial we did a small batch, now we did a much bigger batch. It looks much better. Online, you can check us out on at Drink Hala Pop, right, on Instagram, and also on our website drinkhalapop.com. You'll also be able to see all of the flavors with the right colors. I love it. And I don't just say it because it's a product that
No,
we
no, no,
have
I
developed.
agree. It was good.
Like that's the feedback we've been getting from the consumers, right? People are enjoying it, and it's about time, in the region, a local homegrown brand, an Arab brand, actually paves its way in the beverage industry, especially in the soda industry, and something that is healthy.
How did you get your first idea for this drink?
Since I was young, let's start off there. I've always had this entrepreneurial mindset, right? The first time I went into a bit of an entrepreneurship experience was during high school. There was this brand called Hollister. Remember Hollister, the brand Abercrombie and Fitch? There were two. These are two brands that were really, really popular. Maybe when I was in eighth, ninth grade, something like that. Maybe a bit younger. And I used to live in Lebanon. They became very popular, but they're not available in Lebanon. You can't find them anywhere. They were only available to the States. My cousin used to travel to Lebanon, so I always used to get like 3, 4 big bags with them, fill them out with the Hollister clothing, bring them to Lebanon, and start selling them to people. First, if you want entrepreneurship experience, and as time went by, I started in drop shipping. I did some e-commerce, and I did also I worked on like a small TikTok agency. I tried like even a podcast studio booking system in Lebanon. So lots of trials, lots of trials. The point that I'm trying to make is I was always curious, right? I always wanted to start something, and this idea really came maybe when I traveled to the States last year. It was a really interesting idea. I saw the two very successful brands that I really love, Hala Pop and Poppy in the States. They're huge. And when I went to the States, I tried those brands. They were absolutely yummy and terrific. I love those brands. Um,
Was it drinks as well?
they were prebiotic sodas.
Ah,
They're
okay.
prebiotic sodas in the States. And I'm not the type to drink sodas, right? But after I tried them, I started drinking a flavor every 2 days. So they really made noise. They made an impact in the States. Uh, that's where I was like, okay, there isn't anything here in the region. There's a gap. And that's what you always need to find. You need to find a gap. That's when I was like, okay, let's see what I can do. And it took some time, obviously, to build something that's good. Takes R&D, forming the right team, and then entering the market. We're actually launching this month.
Perfect, perfect. And what was your very first step you took? Okay, you got the idea. Did you go for a trade license directly, or was it?
Very, very good question. When you get an idea, you should not go for the trade license directly. You should that would come later, right? When you have an idea, think about it more. Develop the idea, right? Develop the idea. See if there's an actual need for it, and then after you actually think about it, okay, so it's something that is needed in the region for the people that you're developing it for. So what do you do from there? I believe it's very good to do an assessment exercise, right? You need to do if this idea is financially feasible, right? You need to start doing your research. Okay, if I want to develop this product, okay, how much will it cost me? How much will I make income out of it, right? You have to do a feasibility study, right? Will there be demand for it? How much would the demand be? So yes, you need to do like your market research, your feasibility study to see. We get 10, 12 ideas maybe every day, but you need to assess, if it's actually doable, if it's something that you can turn into a profitable business down the line. And then you take it from there, right? You start seeing how you can develop an MVP, what you can do next, what's the amount of cash you need, to actually bring your idea to life. And that's how you start off after you have started all of these items. And once your company potentially is ready to launch, that's when you get the trade license.
Okay, so you said you need to analyze the market and the budget,
Yeah,
but how did you do it yourself? Like, okay, analyzing market, you started searching for another drinks companies, for example,
correct,
and you started analyzing the prices,
correct.
and then, but how did you know how much you want to spend on it?
All very, very good questions. Yes, in your market research, the first thing you would do is generally see, okay, you want to develop this idea. I check the market. Is there anything like it? Right. That's the first thing you do. Is there anything like it? Because you get an idea, there might be something there or no. So that's the first thing you do. You see the prices of it, right? You see the prices of potential competitors. We consider ourselves as a healthy lifestyle beverage, right? So our pricing would be similar in that area, right? It's not going to be priced like a regular Coca-Cola or Pepsi can. No, because it does bring health benefits, and also when you analyze the market, you have to see the market size. You have to see how big is the soft drink market size. The soft drink market size in the MENA region is $23 billion, and there's a 10% shift toward healthier products. The consumers are moving towards healthier products, and specifically a very important number in the UAE is that a lot of the consumers, okay, the UAE has the highest orders of groceries online as well in the world.
Okay.
So people want healthy products and making them available online. So you see that there's a recipe there that's working. That's where you do your market research. Now, the budgeting is what you're talking about, right? Is all about the strategy you want to adopt in launching your brand. What's the strategy you want to do? Do you want to grow fast? Do you want to grow slow and steady? Do you want to get investors in? What's the approach you want to take with your specific product? And based on that, you can, develop the budget you want.
Correct. And did you want to get investor?
Yes, for sure. We did. We did want to get investors. We got some angel investors, and we still talk and discuss. To see who are some strategic people we can still bring on board.
By the way, how much is this drink is gonna cost?
This drink is gonna start off at 11.95. It's gonna start off there. For that price, you'd be getting something super yummy and super healthy.
What was your biggest fear in the beginning?
I think the biggest fear is just, for me, really is going into a direction that's risky, that might potentially not pay off, right? Because at the end of the day, we're in a very, very critical phase or stage of my life, right? I'm in a very critical stage. I'm in my 20s. These are the years where you need to build yourself, grow, generate income, right? To support your family, your parents, support your future wife, kids. So it's just the biggest fear. It's really not about myself. At the end of the day, I believe a man could live, very humble terms. We don't need much, but it's about providing for your family, for your future wife, for your kids. So the fear is that you're increasing that risk. I had a background in consulting, right? Management consulting, and I joined as soon as I graduated university. I was one of the highest earners among all of my peers, right?
Okay.
Because consulting, you get one of the best paid. So yeah, it was just letting go of that financial comfort zone and taking the risk for more of a long-term payoff. And that was just my biggest fear, right? But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your product. You have to be optimistic and patient. Patient. If you work hard, work will pay off.
Did anyone know about your business idea at home or friends, or did you do it?
Of course, some of the close ones. I believe you always should touch base with some close people, very close people, not second degree friends or whatever. You have to have a close circle. I believe. I don't think you can have a huge circle. And of course, I had a full time job. While if I had a full time job, and during the off hours, right, I used to fulfill all my duties during the full time job, because when you have full time job, you have to perform well as well. You can't, let go of your responsibilities. I never did that. And during my after work hours, I used to put in the time to build it.
How old are you? I'm sure people will be curious.
No, I'm 28. I'm 28.
Perfect. I mean, you are still the perfect age, young age to build a business, to
It's a good
make a life.
age. It's a
Yes,
good age. I would encourage people to try it as soon as possible. If people can try it at 16, do it at 16. Try something at 18. Yes, because as you grow older, you have many more responsibilities. Many more.
correct, correct. How did you decide the taste and recipe?
We developed multiple flavors to start off with, right? We developed um, cola flavor. We developed another grape flavor, and we also developed, I think, a lemon lime flavor. But these were the highest ranked. When we went to test it out, we told people try the product. These were the highest ranked. People loved them, and we decided to launch with these four. But down the line, we're gonna launch with more flavors. Some flavors maybe that we're thinking about, potentially cream soda, potentially cherry cola, grape and lemon lime. These are two flavors we're working on as well. Potentially we have something for Ramadan. But these are the flavors at the moment. And re- regarding the cola flavor, it's tricky. Cola is a very, very difficult flavor to match. What we are developing at Hala Pop is a healthy, modern, fresh prebiotic soda. The thing is, with when you're developing the cola flavor, people have a benchmark for it, a very strong benchmark,
Yes.
cola and Pepsi. And it's difficult to manage, to match that taste because it's full of artificial stuff and preservatives. You won't be able to match it.
But you mentioned Fanta though. This is
The-
exactly like Fanta.
it's close. It's very close. Yes.
Yes, very.
Yep. It is. It is. But
Like 99%.
thank you, thank you, thank you. But it is tricky to match. That's why we didn't go for it at first. We might develop something like it, but it will be secondary.
But how long did it take you to get the recipe which you want? Because I think it's the most difficult part
Of
of
course,
your business.
it took lots of trial and error, and I would say R&D would take like 6 to 8 months. Research and development, trying, asking different people, trying different batches. Not about the taste, but also the recipe, the ingredients. We use very good ingredients, right? We have topinambur, moringa, baobab, cassava root. These are all superfoods. You can check them like in the back of our
Yes.
can, right? Baobab, moringa. These are all very good for you, and we wanted to have superfoods in our beverage.
Did you try the recipe to make by yourself in the beginning, or you went directly to
So we went
person?
to suppliers mostly. We work with suppliers, right? Different types of suppliers, because my approach is I wanted to move as fast as possible and to develop your own lab, to develop your own knowledge and expertise. It takes
Correct,
time,
correct.
and I had a full-time job, so I chose to focus to work with the right suppliers.
How many samples did you test before finalizing the drink?
We tried many times, maybe over 8-10 rounds, and more than 100 people tried the product, different flavors, and then we got enough data maybe to take a decision and choose what we wanted to launch with.
How did you choose ingredients and suppliers?
So suppliers is very important in CPG business, right? In any FMCG business, because they could be the bottleneck, they could be the people that really help you succeed. And the way you pick your suppliers is really by sitting down with many of them and trying to see who is willing to bet on you, who is willing to trust you, because you will have to work hand in hand to make this a mutually beneficial partnership. Our success is their success.
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
Their success is our success. And when I say their success, it's good, them giving us a good recipe, right?
Okay.
And how did we develop the ingredients? Basically, we took benchmarks, right? We saw what Poppy had in their beverage, we saw what Hala Pop had, we saw what other brands had, and we tried to develop something that would be the best version out of all of them. But what's very important is that it's localized, right? We want something also that consumers can relate to here in the market. That's why we're called Hala Pop, right? and we have the Arabic language here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I noticed
Hala,
that. Yes.
right? There's the Hala here.
Yes.
But we did write above it Hala Pop because we also know
Yeah.
that there's lots of expats here. But we do want to emphasize that we're an Arab brand. We want to grow similar to other Arab brands here in the region. Uh, and I think a healthy soda developed by that's homegrown is missing. You don't have that.
And are there many suppliers in Dubai? For example, if I want to start business, drink business, will it be difficult for me to find suppliers around Dubai, or should I go to other Emirates?
Listen, the way you would do it is research, right? At the end of the day, I think each beverage brand is a bit cautious about their supplier because they have good partnerships with them. So anyone who wants to start a brand needs to look into what's available in the UAE, what's available in the KSA, what's available in Europe. No, they need to look outside as well, not just here, because there's very good because you get flavor suppliers, you get ingredient suppliers, right?
Ah,
So there's
okay.
different types of suppliers you need to get into, and for someone to really understand the beverage industry is just putting in lots of time to you know be able to develop their first MVP, right? Lots of research, lots of talking with different suppliers. ChatGPT helps a lot these days also.
During the work with suppliers, you have the contract until the taste will be ready, or you have to pay every time for their trying, testing. How you guys
Of
work?
course, no, very good question. I mean, again, it really depends with who you're working with, right? Sometimes you pay a fee maybe to develop the first, if you want, the fee to develop the flavors, right? And the fee to develop the main ingredients list. But usually that would be the main cost, and then down the line you would just pay for the order that you make with them, because you're gonna from that supplier you're gonna order flavors, from that supplier you're gonna order the ingredients, from another supplier you order the compound, and
No, I mean, you come, for example, you give them the sample you want, the taste, and then they kept
of
trying.
course you instruct them what you want, right?
Yes.
You want to develop a let's say maybe protein soda,
Yeah.
a protein soda. You try to find certain you try to find suppliers that could help you develop the space, right? That could help you develop the compound that you need, the ingredients that you need. You just give them specifications and try to develop it with them, but then you need to put flavors on top of it, so you try to reach out to other suppliers
Yes,
as well.
correct.
And then you have to find the right co-packer that helps you put all of those together.
Definitely. No, I was just curious. For example, they made first try the taste. You tried it, you didn't like it. You want to try them again to
They fix it.
update it.
Of course,
Yes.
you give them feedback.
And then you pay them again for that try.
No. I mean, no,
okay.
you don't need to.
Because if
I mean, it
every time-
depends again who you're working with, but typically no.
Okay.
Typically no.
Yeah. Okay. That's what the question.
No.
And how did you choose the packaging? How long it took you?
The branding was very, very tough. The branding took a long while. Branding is very important, and we believe we have a very, very beautiful brand right now. Of
Yes,
course,
very colorful.
thank you. There's always areas of improvement, right? That's something we can relook into. We try to make it as informative as possible, but we believe we're at a very good point.
Summer vibe, positive
Summer
vibes.
vibe, positive vibe, nice colors.
Yes.
But branding maybe took also like 8 months.
8 months.
It took a long time.
Also,
And stuff that you need to decide in the branding, right? The claims, the logo, the slogan,
art.
the illustration, the art. You also have to take into account the nutrition facts. We have a very good one, right? 29K calories only. And you also need to take into account the ingredients list. And by the way, we have here a QR code on the back of every single can, so we can collect as much feedback as possible. So anyone who
amazing.
wants to leave feedback, please scan the QR codes.
In such a small bottle, you could fix everything,
we
like
tr- we
many
tr- we
things.
tried for sure. We tried
Yes.
for sure to fit the needed information.
So, and I know that for this art, you need approval
Of
from
course,
Dubai
Dubai
municipality.
municipality.
Yes. And did you get the approval from first try?
We sent it for approval. They sent us feedback. We incorporated those feedback, and then it got approved. So you applied through Dubai municipality.
Companies which help you to prepare the packaging, not the packaging, the art, so they know the rules of Dubai municipality. So did you work with them, or did you do it by?
So for the branding, we worked with a company that didn't really know the rules. We had to guide them.
Ah, okay.
We have a strategic advisor, right? We ask them lots of questions to make sure that we are developing the brand in a way that complies with regulatory requirements.
Okay.
So the strategy, you have to, because there might be, I don't know, I didn't work with a company that's like branding and knows all of the regulations. You need creative people on the branding side, but the regulation people also, you need to get them involved so you comply and develop everything you need to here.
Yes. Okay. And the size, you said the original size is bigger than this, the
No,
bottle.
so this is 250 ml.
Yes.
This is this can size that we're gonna go with. That's what we're gonna start off with, and down the line we might have different sizes.
Okay. What did you focus on more? The design, the bottle, the can, or the functionality?
Both. I would say we focus on the functionality. We wanted something that's all natural, no preservatives. Again, these are very important for me, and I keep saying them because I really wouldn't drink something that's not good for me, right?
Okay.
This is why we focus, and it took such a long time for R&D. But I also wanted something very appealing, very Instagrammable. We wanted something that's really appealing, right? So we hope we achieved that with those cans with this
You
branding.
did, yeah, 100%. And I'm very impressed that you fit everything, like many things, in a small bottle. Even the QR code is very impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. How did you choose your name? Sorry, not your name, your branding.
My name, my parents took the decision for me. But for the name of Hala Pop, I think we touched upon this earlier. We did want something local, right? And we wanted to embrace and we're a brand that has personality. We want to say we have personality, right? It's not because some people say, yes, the foreign brand, many people say it. Foreign brands sell more. Why? Why did we, what is this anti-Arab culture? I'm not going to name my product in Arabic because foreign brands sell more. No, maybe it's the Arab brands that haven't been providing something that's really appealing, something that's really sexy, right, to the Arabic region. No, there are beautiful Arab brands that have succeeded and made a huge money, right? There's Shahid that's been doing great. There's also Noon. Look at the heights Noon reached.
Yes.
The Kareem, right? There's many Arab brands.
Correct.
Of course, in real estate, there's Amar. There's a lot of Arab brands, and even in CPG, there are Arab brands. M Sharif. M Sharif is a huge Lebanese Arabic brand that's called M Sharif, right? In English, it means the mother of Sharif. Sharif is a name. So you can do good, but you need to develop a sexy Arabic brand. We wanted to embrace this. That's why we kept the Hala in Arabic. We put the Hala Pop above because there's lots of expats. And we did the mix Hala. Everyone knows what Hala means.
Yeah.
Like Hala, like every single person in the UAE knows what it means. Every single expat in KSA knows what it means. Hala, it means hello, welcome.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
It has a nice ring to it. Hala Pop, welcome Pop. You're welcoming the Pop, right? So hopefully everyone welcomes Hala Pop into their homes. You try it, you love it, and you support the homegrown brands and support your health also. That's what we want. We want to make a huge impact. You know, we want people to shift away from what's good, what's bad potentially, and not only that, we want to provide for people an alternative, something that they can have at lunch, at dinner, at not breakfast, but anyway, you know, while watching movies, while going to the beach, something that's good for them.
I didn't even know that in the brand you can use mixed Arabic and English name I didn't know. I thought they will not approve. I
No,
mean,
there's no restrictions, and that's
interesting.
what makes us unique. Tell me another brand that does it like this. I don't think so. And some people might say that it's confusing. Maybe I don't know. Some people might say that having both languages stuff, and maybe you don't find it much because it doesn't succeed. I'm I, I'm here. I want to develop a brand that's unique. We're the first prebiotic soda here in the region.
Yeah.
We're making a very unique, sexy, fresh, loud brand. That's what we want to do, and we're gonna do things differently. We're not gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
So yeah, so I was not expecting that it will be just.
I'm happy you liked it. I hope your
Yes.
sister sitting over there will like it as well.
She will. She will. Perfect. Now we come to documentary part, official, like the trade licensing part. What trade license did you get for this business?
Of course, that's a very good question. So basically, like as a startup, you want to raise some funds, you want to register with some very well recognized entities, right? We registered our holding company. We have a holding company with ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Markets. So it's an SPV, a special purpose vehicle. That SPV doesn't have really any activities. It owns other companies. So we opened that at ADGM. Then we opened an operating company with DED,
Okay.
right? And so the holding company owns the operating company, and the operating company is where all the transactions happen.
So you basically opened two companies for this.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but because when you're raising funds, investors need to own something out of something, right? And you need to open multiple companies down the line, right?
Ah.
Of course, I mean, if you're operating in Dubai, you're gonna own a company in Dubai. If you're operating in KSA, you need a KSA company. If later down the line you want to go to Egypt,
Yes.
you need an Egypt company with an Egypt bank account, etc.
Okay, okay. Do beverage founders need a specific activity for the license?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you need to be able to trade beverages. There's honestly, there's like 10 activities on our license. Trading soft drinks is one of them.
Okay, and what are the rest?
Of the 9 others, honestly,
You don't remember?
I don't have them top of mind, but they're all related to beverages. They're all related to beverages, importing, exporting, some stuff also, because you might need to bring in raw materials and whatnot.
Okay. But for now, you're finding everything from UAE itself, yeah?
Most of the things, yes. Most of the things, yes.
Okay. What approvals did you need from Dubai municipality?
Dubai municipality, mostly they needed to approve your label, right? And they review the ingredients that you have inside of it, and then you get the approval. That this is the most important part. They give you feedback. I mean, we had lots of text about gut health, but that's something that here in the UAE maybe it's not fully regulated. So anything about gut health we had to remove. Like something that we wrote here, we've got a gut feeling you love us because we're good for the guts. And then they were like, you have to remove that. I was like, no, I love that slogan, but I had to remove it, you know? So they give you feedback and they see if there's anything you're claiming that's not real. And that's about it. They give you feedback and you fix them on your label. They check the barcode that you have, right? You have to have a barcode. You need to buy barcodes and you renew them every year. So they check all of that.
And
that's
from
it,
where
that's
you
just
get
it.
the barcodes? From where you buy it? DD?
The barcode, not from DED. I can double check that for you. There's a website where you actually buy the barcodes.
Oh, okay.
We have a head of product
Okay,
that
yeah.
helped us in that
I
process.
understand.
That helped us in this process, but for sure I can send the website to you if anyone needs barcodes.
Yeah, I can put it in the comments. Okay, perfect. And also, so they check only the ingredients which is written here, and they don't like test they don't check the drink itself, the taste and stuff. They check only the ingredients which are written here.
Yeah,
correct?
they check the ingredients. Okay, so we are made in the UAE. So our co-packer is here in the UAE, right? And basically, when you are working with a co-packer in the UAE, Dubai municipality also does lots of audits to this co-packer, and it's the responsibility basically of the co-packer to make sure we are saying
Okay.
we are developing what we are claiming. And so that's what was done, right? They have all of the ingredients, they know what we're putting in our beverage, they know the claims, and yeah, that's usually the process.
Okay, got it. Did you face any issues with labeling requirements?
No, nothing major, nothing major. I mean, it's, as I mentioned to you, it's just that very nice slogan that was there. We couldn't put anything about gut health on our can, which we really wanted to, but otherwise, nothing major. We had to learn how to put the nutrition facts, we had to learn how to put the ingredients, the product description, right? So we had to learn how to put all of that, but after we did that, and it was good. It's just about learning about the regulations. There's multiple standards you need to be aware of. And the Gulf Standard Organization is where you can find all of the information you need, all of the different GSOs, right? And then you need to comply. And it's very important to be curious and ask. Like, listen, I don't know anything I don't know everything about beverages, right? I got the right strategic advisors on our team. We asked the right people. We asked people that work in this industry, have worked in this industry for the past decade. They were able to guide us. You
Okay.
learn. You need to learn. I'm not an expert in beverage industry, right?
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm passionate about it. I'm a person who's curious every day and very persistent. Perseverance is very important to start any brand.
Correct.
Any brand, you're gonna face problems every single day.
Correct.
So
And
you've gotta have the patience.
how
Yeah.
long did the approvals take?
10 days. 10 days.
Okay. Not much.
Yeah.
Good. And about the manufacturer,
Mm.
did you try to work with many manufacturers, or did you choose one and
No,
you did
you need to
try?
reach out and try. It depends what you're developing. Try to reach out and see what works for you. There's manufacturers in the UAE, in KSA, in Lebanon, in Iraq, in Europe, in Poland, Czech Republic. So
So you can just manufacture anywhere
you can
and bring it?
you can manufacture anywhere. Of course,
Ah.
you can manufacture anywhere, but you'll have the import fees, right? The shipping fees as well.
Mm.
So you need to see what's the best option for the product that you are developing, right?
But there
Our
are,
number one priority was to develop something that's homegrown, something that's healthy, and something that's cool and modern.
but there are minimum quantity of order.
MOQs,
Yeah.
of course.
So how many did you,
It depends also.
like 500?
So no, 500 is a very too little number. You need to aim like something at least 50, 60,000 and up, right?
Okay.
But again, it depends what you can find a deal with the right co-packer, with the right manufacturer.
Yeah, because before producing, you don't know how much you can sell it first month, first year, and if minimum
Of course.
order, it will be like 50,000.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna sell it?
That's why the beverage industry is a capital intensive industry, right?
Yeah.
You need to spend, you need to have inventory, you need to supply the retailers, you need to supply the Q-commerce, you need to supply different chain, you need to do lots of marketing. Any industry is difficult. People say beverage is tough, AI is tough, real estate is tough, everything's tough and hard.
Yes, correct.
But yeah, that's why we raised capital, we raised funds, right?
So where we can find this products? You mentioned in the beginning, but let's come back again.
Of course, you can find Hala Pop by the time this episode is out. First of all, make sure to check our Instagram page, Drink Hala Pop. All the information will be there, and the links will be there. You can always visit our website. The website will put in the links where you can buy it from. But we're gonna be an online focused brand, right? Because that's where we think our audience is gonna be mostly. We're targeting Gen Zs. We're targeting people that spend most of their time online, right? And we're gonna start off with Talabat. Probably we're gonna have a store there. We're also gonna be available on our partner's website potentially. It's called Skoon. SQOON.com. You'll be able to find it there. And we're checking different platforms as well: Noon, Kareem, Deliveroo. So it's any brand was, you need to work with these platforms to see what's the best deal you can develop and who would be the best to work with.
Yes.
So we're going to be available online. Check our Instagram page to see where we're going to be available once you watch this
Okay.
video, and also check our website, drinkhalapop.com. You'll be able to see where you can buy from.
And will it be available in other Emirates, Sharjah, Ajman?
Yeah, I believe these platforms develop. These platforms, they deliver to Dubai. I believe Abu Dhabi as well, and Sharjah.
Okay.
Potentially other Emirates as well, but we'll double check.
Okay. What was your biggest learning as a founder?
I have still a lot to learn. I'm I'm a fresh founder. I'm a young founder. I haven't, I don't think, thank God, alhamdulillah, to where we are today. But there's there's a long way ahead. I stay humble. This is the most important thing. I have a lot to learn. I can learn from you. I can learn from, I hope the information I convey during this podcast is helpful. Um, but basically, forge your mentality in the best way possible. Be strong, be persistent, but also be loving and caring and empathetic towards people. And always treat people with the respect they deserve. But there are bad people. You should also, the people that are bad, you also know, you need to be firm. You need to be a strong person. It's a tough industry.
Correct.
You have all the odds against you, so find the right balance. But again, I'm still very young and I have a lot to learn.
Amazing. Amazing. What advice would you give to anyone who is starting a beverage business in Dubai or in UAE?
Of course, my advice is, first of all, I think it's a beautiful, competitive, yet very appealing industry. People love to consume. I love CPGs. I'm seeing other brands coming out, and I'm excited for that, right? Because it means that there are entrepreneurs that are also working hard. I mean, my advice, if you want to develop a beverage industry, is be ready to be agile. Don't perfect anything. Develop something that the people will like, not something that you like, right? And just be very persistent. Be very persistent, that and try to see what's working, what in the industry, right? Try to see the flavor profiles. Do your market research, do your background check. I mean, I think I said a whole lot of things, but the one thing I would say, and it doesn't apply only to beverage industry but all industries, is that work hard and keep pushing to find the answers. You're gonna face problems and question marks every day. Keep pushing to find answers and get results.
How long did it take you to launch a business in general?
It,
Overall?
it, it, it took 12 months, maybe 11, 12 months.
Perfect. And you never wanted to give up?
Never. I don't give up. That you gotta have. I keep on pushing. Find different solutions. Something don't go your way, find another way. You have to keep on pushing. You have to keep on pushing, and not give up.
How much minimum they need to keep on a budget? Okay, I know that it depends on the business activity, whatever, but the minimum amount of budget they need to keep.
I mean, listen, the bulk of the amount, the payments, right? It doesn't come. You don't need to pay $60,000 in one day.
Yeah.
But if you wanna actually develop a business, like, listen, I tried e-commerce, I tried drop shipping, I tried bringing in a product from China, private labeling it, selling it. I tried to do podcast studios, services. I tried to give like TikTok agency. You want, okay, to put money. You need to put money. You need to put money. You need to make money. You need money. You don't need to put Haida. That's why I say, if you don't have money, There's always some ways to make money. Do a bit of freelancing,
Mm,
your full-time job, to put savings, put savings, put savings. I'm gonna tell you, Anna, I'm a person who invested most of my savings into trying stuff, trying. But I take my money, I try. I take my money, I try, and
yeah,
hopefully it will pay off with this one. I believe it will, you
it
know.
will.
But the minimum, if yes, you need to put in a few $1,000 maybe every month for different stuff. You need to develop a brand. You need to develop the flavors. You need to find different freelancers to help you here. You need to do a photo shoot here. You need to register the company here. This is life. This is life. There are exceptions, but usually that's how businesses work.
Yeah, correct. Agree. Thank you so much, Walid, for coming and sharing your story. I think it was very useful and helpful for people because many people want to start business in Dubai. I know, and I know the person who wants to start a RTD business.
Beautiful.
So I hope it was useful for you as well. Thank you, and I wish you good luck with your Hala Pop. It's amazing. I like the drinks, and I know that I'm sure people will like it. If I like the healthy drink, I'm sure people will like it as well. So, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you. Bye bye.